Whether you believe it or not, the narcissist you are dealing with or may have dealt with is your spiritual counterpart. Psychological explanations can only take us so far. Yes, we can explain trauma. We can talk about what happens to your brain, your nervous system, and your hormones when you have been abused by a narcissist. But none of that fully explains what happens to your soul, because soul and its matters are fully spiritual. One thing that becomes clear when you have experienced narcissistic abuse deeply is this: you're not just dealing with a toxic person, a difficult person, or mental abuse, you are in a spiritual warfare. In simple terms, it is good versus evil. Their aim is to destroy you. They do not want you to flourish. They do not want you to realize your purpose or work for the greater good. This is why sometimes, even after you have gone no contact, you feel their energetic presence. You sense them in your space. You have dreams about them that shake you. And if the narcissist is into witchcraft or at least understands energy work, they can keep you spiritually entangled without being physically near you. In this episode, we are going to talk about 9 types of nightmares that occur when a narcissist is spiritually attacking you and what these nightmares actually signify on a deeper level. I'm Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Welcome to my channel. Number 1, you are awake but frozen. This is classic sleep paralysis, isn't it? You are half awake but cannot move your body at all. You sense a presence in the room. You may feel something sitting on your chest. You may hear footsteps, growls, or breathing. Some even see shadowy subhuman figures. I have personally experienced this for years. When I lived with my narcissistic parents, almost every damn morning around the same time, my body would warn me before it happened. I would be half awake, and then a hairy subhuman figure would appear, sometimes sitting next to me, sometimes dragging me, and sometimes tying my legs. I would feel it breathing, but I could not turn around. I could not move. I could not scream at all. Psychologically, we can talk about REM intrusion and the brain waking up before the body does. I know that. But spiritually, this nightmare is a direct suppression attempt. The narcissist's demonic energy, activated through their spiritual nature, is trying to freeze you. They do not want you to breathe. They do not want you to move either. It's a manifestation of spiritual domination. Number 2, you experience midnight physical attacks. This is really visceral. You're sleeping and suddenly it feels like someone grabbed your foot, hit your leg, or sat on your chest. You wake up terrified, and the shocking part is the pain is real. People report waking up with sore spots, bruises, or a feeling that part of their body was genuinely struck. This is not a random spasm. It's a somatic nightmare where spiritual attack manifests in your physical body. When the narcissist's spiritual energy loses control over your psyche, what do? What does it do? It often turns more aggressive. This is their way of saying, I still have power over you, even when they are not physically there. Energetically, this happens because they may be focusing on you too intensely, cursing you, or doing rituals meant to bind or harm. Many of these individuals are involved in occult practices, whether knowingly or through cultural inheritance. Which brings us to number 3, the endless fall nightmares. You're falling and falling. There is no ground in your nightmares, just no bottom, just a free fall that makes your stomach twist. The nightmare signifies spiritual destabilization. The narcissist wants you to feel unsupported, powerless, and without any control. Spiritually speaking, falling is a way that demonic mirrors what it really wants to happen in your waking life, to keep you in a state of pure helplessness. Your fear during the fall becomes the fodder for this energy. It thrives on your panic, on your desperate search for ground that never comes. Before we continue, a small announcement. I am hosting a live workshop on October 26th where I'll be teaching you how to energetically and spiritually detach from a narcissist's demonic influence. If you are tired of feeling their presence even after no contact, this is for you. There is an early bird prize and spots are limited for it. The link is in the description. Book yours right now. Exploding head or spinning nightmare. This is when your head feels like it's about to burst. You may hear loud bangs, crashes, electric zaps, or you feel like your head is spinning violently. Many describe it as their mind being shaken from the inside. Psychologically, this is sometimes called exploding head syndrome. There is an explanation for it. But spiritually, it's a sign of mental domination attempts. The narcissistic entity is trying to keep your mind trapped in rumination, chaos, and noise. This attack aims to confuse you, keep your thoughts looping, and prevent spiritual clarity. Number 5, suffocation or inability to breathe. You are deep asleep and suddenly it feels like something is covering your mouth. Sleep apnea like, right? Pressing on your chest or choking you. You wake up gasping for air. This is one of the most terrifying nightmares because, as I said, it mirrors exactly what happens spiritually. They want to block your life force. Breath is life. In many spiritual traditions, breath is the carrier of the soul's vitality. When this attack happens, it is often at a time when the narcissist's energetic hold is weakening and the demonic aspect tries to reassert control through fear. But keep in mind that if you are experiencing all of this, get yourself tested for sleep apnea. If it comes out clear, they find nothing, then it could be possibly what I am explaining. Number 6, sleepwalking or being controlled. This is more than just walking in your sleep. A lot of survivors that I know have described a sense of being puppeted in their dreams. They see themselves doing things they do not want to or moving around their home without memory. Sleepwalking is often linked to stress or REM disorders. Spiritually, this can indicate attempts to control your actions through dreams. It is as if the narcissist's spiritual energy is trying to influence your will when your conscious God is down. Number 7, the noisy room, entities around the bed. This is when you dream that your room is full of whispers, laughter, or movement. You sense multiple presences, but there's nobody. Lights flicker, doors creak. You hear someone walking around, but see no one. Spiritually, this is a sign of energetic infiltration. When the narcissist channels negative energy toward you, your dream space picks it up as environmental disturbance. It is their way of letting their presence be known without being physically there. This is why a lot of survivors say it feels like they are in the room. Have you said that? Let me know in the comments. Also, just because I'm sharing all of these things does not necessarily mean that is what's going on in your case. This should be looked into after everything comes out clear. The doors are not the problem, the floor is not the issue, the building is not old, everything's working okay, yet you're still noticing these signs. That is when we can think about the spiritual abuse I'm talking about. Number 8, repetitive chase or entrapment dreams. You are being chased, cornered, or trapped. You try to scream, but no sound comes out. You try to run, but your legs are heavy like cement. Spiritually, this reflects the narcissist's attempt to keep your soul in their loop. They do not want you to break free. These dreams often increase right when you start pulling away emotionally or spiritually because your energy is slipping from their control. Number 9 and the last one, teeth grinding or jaw lock. It could be a stress response. While not as dramatic as others, teeth grinding has a spiritual deep meaning. Grinding in your sleep often happens when your subconscious is fighting back. Your body is resisting domination, and the energy manifests through tension in the jaw, one of the most emotionally expressive areas of the body. But spiritually, this shows your soul is not passively accepting the attack. You are resisting even in your sleep. These nightmares are not random. They appear when a narcissist's spiritual energy is still attached to you. This can happen through shared history, trauma bonds, or intentional energy work, witchcraft on their part. Many narcissists knowingly or unknowingly engage in occult practices. Like I said, they may collect your hair, your nails, unwashed clothes, personal belongings. They may curse your name, focus their negative energy on you, or go to spiritual practitioners who bind energy through rituals. You do not need to believe in these practices for their energetic residue to affect you. No, if you have experienced these nightmares repeatedly, especially after going no contact and therapy is not helping, it's a sign you need to address not just the psychological but also the spiritual dimension of your healing. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.